In pipe, used to win on tour quite a lot, but get on that big stage, it didn't happen. Within the last 3 months, 2.5 months, beaten in the semi-final of the World Grand Prix, the semi-final of the Players' Championships just a few weeks ago. Knows what it takes now, and that's important. The experiences that he's had over the last few years have bode well, and he's got the ability. And now he has the belief.
Well, let's see what Arron Monk can do here. I think his career, he'll be the first to admit, has hit the buffers in the last 12 months. Hasn't kicked on as we all expected that he would, the 23-year-old. But he's still on the cusp of breaking into the world's top 32. So pipe to get us underway. 42-year-old from Taunton, who has proved himself and more. Top 10 in the world. Must be doing something right.
Arron already said was the World Youth Champion, beat MVG in that final just 2 years ago. Not kicked on. Disappointing for him because his family are right behind him. Dad Colin, former world master, of course. Colin Monk, what a player. He's got the pedigree, and what he has got, he's got the belief and the passion. But now it's just producing it. Got to relax sometimes for me. He can sometimes put himself under too much pressure, young Arron.
You know the Monk family very well, and it was only a couple of years ago I remember Colin, his dad, saying that Arron, if he's got the hunger, can achieve anything he wants. He's a much better player than I was, than Colin was, he was saying, at his age. He's only 23, but can he take that next big step to the next level?
Well, whether he can be better than Colin, I'm not sure, because he was one of the best players in the world in the mid-90s.
100.
Got to start here, young Arron.
Well, certainly doesn't lack for confidence.
Well, a bit worrying for me that every time Justin Pipe's thrown, you can see Arron Monk in the background, kind of loosening up his arm as if he's tight, and I know that he works out a hell of a lot, because you don't get shoulders that size through doing nothing.
40.
And I'm not sure if he's tightened up already. I don't know that, but I can only surmise and assume that when he just tries to limber up, kind of thing, with his arm, that he is.
5 days a week in the gym. Puts in a lot of work.
65.
I think he was the first to admit that at the expense of the darts, didn't practice enough, hasn't been practicing enough.
Well, if you don't practice for the World, you will get found out.
But he has for this tournament. He's been putting in 4 hours a day for the last 2 weeks to try and rediscover that golden touch.
It is Arron Monk's third appearance here.
58.
Yet to win a game, I'm afraid. Lost the painter on right.
59. Justin requires 72.
Well, 18 darts already they've had each in this first leg. It will get better, I promise.
You can guarantee that, Stuart, can you?
40.
Chance of an early break.
Require 122.
Treble 19. Got to move over. His darts lay down, so that's a blocker. He's darted himself, and there you see. But he just shook the arm. Did you see that, Stu? He's
46.
tight.
Justin require 32.
Double 8. Well, it took Justin Pipe 24 darts to win the opening leg, but as far as he's concerned, he ain't bothered in the slightest.
I'll tell you what it was a hold of throw. First 140 of this match. Intense. A real threat to anyone, Justin Pipe. He has got game.
100.
Yeah, quarterfinals of the match plays, you mentioned semi-finals of the Grand Prix, semi-finals at the Players' Championship for the second year running, so it should be a good touch.
95.
Always an important step. I mean, you'll know. You took to it very easily, but learning to win on the TV.
Yeah, it's okay winning on tour, but this is different. On tour, you're winning in places that are sometimes, by the time the final comes around, they're half deserted, and the atmosphere is dead, and this is completely different. Fourth World Championship for Justin Pipe. Last 16 is his best here.
28.
Arron looks slightly, well, he looked embarrassed, didn't he?
Well, they're both of them much better players than we've seen in the opening leg and a half.
It's the World Championships, they're nervous. Give them a break, man.
We saw it earlier on, didn't we, with Andy Smith and Steve Brown joking apart, and they got into the game. It is only to be expected, and we've seen it in many of the first round matches, which is why I said it will get better, it will improve, and it will.
The Worlds can be a career maker or a career breaker, that is for sure. Bit of a snatch there from Pipey. I affectionately call him the Taunton Tornado, which he doesn't like, but I don't care.
60.
Come on, the Taunton Tornado!
Arron require 153.
You're determined, aren't you? You're determined to get him to change his nickname. The campaign has started.
82.
Fair to say, neither has settled. Early days, but
41.
even though it is, it's so important.
71.
That's the 5 sets. No one wants to lose a set, but not paramount, but you want to get off to a rip-roaring start. That'll settle him down.
Perfect, just in the front course. Game on.
That was one of my favourites of Sid.
Yeah, we miss him, don't we? Magic darts. The Sid Waddell Trophy we presented on New Year's Day to the winner.
100.
You see Arron there. Come on, he said. When you are tight, you will pull the darts low.
85.
That is a given. And a lot of Arron's first darts are going low left. That's what happens when you're a right-hander. When you're a left-hander, you go low right.
The technology of tungsten.
60.
Tungsten tickling. There you go, another one.
30.
You see with the second and the third darts, they were quicker trying to get a rhythm. And I think this is the style of Justin Pipe working already, in my opinion.
Well, I asked Arron Monk a couple of hours ago in the players' room how he will be affected by the pace of the game, and he said not at all. He'll try and turn it into a positive in between throws, but
59.
certainly doesn't appear to be the case in this first set, does it? no rhythm.
Justin just does his thing.
60.
Such a practicer, Justin Pipe, or the Taunton Tornado. 4, 5, 6 hours a day.
83.
Oh, he's on Twitter telling everyone how often he's practicing. I don't believe it.
Well, Monk nowhere to be seen in this leg.
97.
Well, at least it's on the Pipe throw. Change of tact. Started the walk into the throw from the back of the stage to get some momentum.
Yeah, good spot. He's clearly thinking about it, and the more he's thinking about it, the more it's affecting him.
Trying something. That's fine, whether it works or not. At least he's trying something. But he's already abandoned that because it didn't work. Now he's facing the other way, not even watching.
Game shot of further. Justin Pipe. Bootleg going to throw first. Game on.
Well, the pace of the game clearly affecting Arron Monk so far. It's interesting, we talked about the fact that Justin Pipe just goes about his business. It was interesting, at Championship League darts, the behind closed doors internet tournament was played September and October. Justin Pipe had an awful day. And at the end of the day, for a bit of fun, he went up there and threw fast darts, just for a couple of legs. He threw as quick as you. As quick as Adrian Lewis, he threw rhythm darts, and he actually won 2 or 3 legs doing that.
Incredible. I'll have to start throwing as slow as Justin Pipe. Brilliant opener from the Force. Oh, I've called him the Force, I didn't mean to. The Taunton Tornado.
And what do you reckon, is Wayne right? Should Justin Pipe change his nickname? Let us know, let him know at Sky Sports Darts on Twitter.
Yeah, come on, let's get it going.
100.
Justin was involved in something bizarre last year when he played Mark Walsh. When his stem broke and couldn't get it out of the dart, so he borrowed Mark Walsh's dart, a spare one. Ended up losing 4-2, so Mark knew what he was doing. Incredible shenanigans.
140.
A little shake of the head there from Arron Monk as he was waiting. The more he's thinking about the pace of the game, the more it appears that it is affecting him.
59.
I mentioned it yesterday, this isn't the place, as in the World Championship stage, where you can go missing on the wing and when you get the ball, pass it off. And this is it. Doesn't have to go for the bullseye if that's the way it pans out. I'll stay on the treble 20 now. They go 16 for tops.
81.
Arron Monk not even loitering. Justin Pipe will return for tops for the set.
43. Justin, you require 40.
Arron Monk hasn't turned up. Simple as that. For the set.
Enjoy the first set.
For the set, indeed. It wasn't pretty. But he won't care, will he? Justin Pipe won't care. He leads Arron Monk at the first break by 1 set to 0.